New here? I am Leticia. Welcome to the Soft Strength Podcast. In each episode, I share real stories and gentle courage so we can think, feel, and grow together. If this resonates, you are in the right place. Today, I'm sharing a very personal chapter with a smile, a whole lot of honesty, and hopefully a conversation starter for you. The working title is a little bit provocative. Where there is marriage, there is divorce. Not because I think every marriage ends, but because remembering that things can end help us love better while we are in them. A year ago, I was in the middle of a divorce. It was messy, human, and very real. And I've learned a lot from my own story and from reading, listening, and talking to people around me. In France, we heard, most of us, at least when I was a child, that 1 in 2 marriages end in divorce. This is an information that I have since I am a kid, and the number are still high. What really surprised me the most was how often women initiate the process. It made me reflect on mental load and who takes the first uncomfortable step and on how we set ourselves up from the start. What I wish I had known before saying I do. The procedure matters. Where you live can change the process dramatically. If you are marrying or moving countries, take one curious afternoon to learn how separation and divorce work where you are. Knowledge doesn't jinx love, it just gives you calm. Your marital regime is not boring admin. Joint versus separate property, prenup or not. It's not unromantic. It's future you being kind to present you. I have seen couples stay married on paper for years because assets are tangled. Talk about it early with love and clarity. If you have or want kids, talk logistics before romance takes the wheel. Custody, travel, moving countries, these are big, tender topics. I didn't really think through what moving back to France would mean for my son's relationship with his dad, and it's been really hard through this divorce to go on with this idea. I wish we had planned for different futures while we were still on the same page. For quite some time in this marriage, I have been wondering if love is enough. I used to believe that love would carry everything. Today, I think love is the engine, but a marriage also needs empathy, radical honesty with your partner and with yourself, courage to communicate needs and desire out loud, teamwork instead of scorekeeping. When a problem shows up, it's not me versus you. It's the two of us, shoulder to shoulder, facing the problem together. We didn't always do that in my marriage. And we split it into a rivalry, into who is right, who is wrong, and that eroded our bond more than any single argument. Why marriage means divorce helped me. It sounds grim, but for me, it's liberating. It's like starting a new job knowing that one day you might leave. You still give your best, you don't just cling, and remembering that endings are possible keep you from taking each other for granted, encourages effort, presence, and appreciation, and it makes it less scary to leave when staying is hurting you. Normalizing the possibility of divorce doesn't make you careless, it makes you conscious. It helped me release guilt, accept reality, and choose my mental health without turning anyone into a villain. The conversation I skipped, and I won't skip again. What truly matters to you or to me when life gets inconvenient? Needs and dreams. In 5 or 10 years from now, what might have changed? Parenting. How do we imagine raising a child, really? Who does what? What happens if we move? When it comes to my marriage, assuming that we were on the same page cost us time and tenderness. Asking early would have saved us both. If you are listening and you're in love, know this. I'm rooting for you, truly. I believe in happy marriages. I also believe in evolving definition of commitment that include freedom, growth, and responsibility. Love big, talk bravely, plan kindly. And remember, endings are not failures. Sometimes they are the honest next chapter. And of course, let's talk. This podcast is a conversation, and I would love to hear your stories and thoughts. What conversation felt scary but changed everything for you? Do you think that remembering endings makes love stronger or weaker? If you are married, what do you wish you would have discussed earlier? If you enjoyed this podcast, And if it resonated, please leave a 5-star review on your favorite listening platform or just drop a quick comment. It really helps other women discover the Soft Strand podcast. Thank you very much. Share this episode with a friend who might need it or DM me on Instagram. I am always happy to chat. Thank you for being here, for listening with an open heart, and for thinking with me. See you next week. Bye.